Hello everyone, I'm Video Game Hazard, back for more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we made our way through, Route 4, right, I had to check. We made our way through Route 4, and on this episode, we are gonna head straight into Mount Moon. Mount Moon, tunnel entrance. Is there anything here? No, okay. So the reason why I was checking that rock is because you can often find hidden items on those. I don't know if we're gonna find any... Well, actually, I do know we're gonna find some here, just not on this level of the cave. So I'm just gonna... Oh. We have a Zubat here. I will catch it. Again, it's not a Pokemon I'm gonna use, but, you know, it's here if you want it. There is actually a Pokemon I want here. But it is rare on this level and can be found on other levels of Mount Moon at a higher level. So I would like to wait a bit before getting it. I don't know if we'll see it. I don't even know if we'll see it until then. But yeah, if you do want to get a Pokemon here, I would probably recommend just waiting until you get deeper into the cave. But I'm just gonna collect this Zubat for the sake of doing so, so I do not care what level it is. And we got it. Cool, cool, cool. And if you've played any Pokemon games before, you know that Zubat can be a bit of a nuisance in caves like this. And as such, I'm actually gonna use one of my repels here, so that we do not run into any wild Pokemon for a while. What is this? Ah, TM09 Bullet Seed. You can... Wow, stumbling over my words and getting interrupted by a wild Pokemon because I neglected to put a higher leveled Pokemon at the front of my party. Anyway, as I was saying, Bullet Seed is a good move, a good early game move for any grass type Pokemon you might get. I do not have one at the moment, though, so it is gonna go unused for the time being. Bugcatcher Kent here, he's got a Weedle. You know, I do want Spike to get experience here. It might actually be able to deal with this Weedle, because it has Peck, which is a flying type move, and that's super effective on bug types. And it seems that all Weedle can do to me is use Poison Sting, which... you know, I am a poison type as well, so I resist that. Now, not every type resists itself, but there are a decent amount that do, and poison just happens to be one of them. It seems like Weedle's just going for String Shot here. Yeah, I think Spike will have no issues taking out this Weedle. And as a poison type, it is also immune to being poisoned by Weedle's Poison Sting. So, again, no worries here. Spike can deal with this thing no problem, despite being 5 levels lower. One more hit should do it. And there we go. 60 experience, grew to level 7, nice. About halfway through level 7, actually. Alright, now he's sending out a Kakuna. I'm gonna try just doing Peck again, but I might honestly switch to Mustafar, because if it keeps using Harden, that's gonna be rather tedious, so and it already has, so I think I will just do that. Yeah. Because that's the only thing it's gonna be using. I went to Scratch thinking that Ember was still there, even though I swapped the moves last time. Alright, so Ember and Kakuna's done. Good, good, good. Okay, Spike grew to level 8, nice. And it learned Focus Energy. Now, Focus Energy, that will boost your critical hit ratio, so if you want a better chance at a crit, might be a good idea to use that before using an offensive move. Although I typically don't use it. It's as soon as I can, it's a move I tend to just replace with something else. Anyway, we have another trainer here. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. I mean, you're at the front of the cave if you're lost. You don't have to wander far to leave. You have a Clefairy. We're gonna... I'm gonna try switching to Spike. I'm a little worried that Clefairy will KO it, but... Oh no, it's just using Growl. We're fine. I'm gonna switch over to Mustafar. Oh, and it's using Double Slap. That can hit between 2 and 5 times. It seems like this. Yep, that was a 5-hit. Luckily, Mustafar has a lot of HP for this early in the game. Oh, and it's using Encore, so now I'm locked into using Ember for a few turns. But that's no worry, because I was gonna keep using it anyway. And it missed a Double Slap. Nice! Another Ember. Oh, barely survived. Growl does not matter, because I'm using a special move. Alright, and down it goes. Spike Griddle level 9. And I actually meant to check this trainer tip sign. Beware, Zubat is a bloodsucker. I forgot about that. And yeah, basically warning you about Zubats, and going off of what I was saying earlier about how, you know, it's very common in cases like this, and I need to set another repel. So yeah, if you don't have repels, you're gonna be running into a lot of Zubat. Like, that's just a given. Don't sneak up on me. We have Super Nerd Joven. Oh, he's got a Magnemite. That's an electric and steel type. Steel types are a very defensive type. They only have a select few weaknesses and resist a bunch of other types. Luckily for me, one of Steel's weaknesses is fire, which I have in Mustafar. Although, let's see if I can even hit now that Supersonic confused me. I do hit, and down it goes. Good, good, good. Mustafar grew to level 17. He's got a Voltorb. We'll switch over to Spike. I'm not gonna stay in with Spike, regardless of the level, because Electric resists flying, and so we're gonna... we're just gonna switch back to Mustafar. Not much of a point in using Blitz against it, because Electric resists itself. And Quick Attack, just spamming Quick Attack would take a little longer. Oh, there's Ember's secondary effect finally popping up. It has, I believe, like Thundershock, a 10% chance to actually burn, alike Thundershock in the sense that it has a 10% chance at inflicting a status ailment. But burns, they deal a bit of damage every turn, and cut your attack stat in half, so you won't be doing as much physical damage when you are burned. I should probably heal Mustafar. We've got 5 more potions. That should be plenty for now. What is this item over here? That's a potion. And then over here, we have a rare candy! That can level up a Pokemon by 1 level. So, if you know that a Pokemon is about to evolve, that might be a good time to use it. Or possibly for getting one of your Pokemon caught up to the others if they're falling behind. Let's see, Bugcatcher, was it Robbie or Bobby? I think it was Robbie. He's got a Caterpie. Standard Bugcatcher fare. Can't really do much to me. We're gonna use a Thundershock. I'm meaning to switch Spike into the front right before these trainers, but it's difficult with Spike being too low leveled to block out wild Pokemon with when Repel is set. Blitz is trying to learn Double Team here. That raises your evasiveness, meaning that Pokemon will be less likely to hit you. It's basically like... It's similar to accuracy, but instead of, you know, them having a harder time having a harder time hitting the opponent, they'll have a harder time hitting you, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna get rid of Tail Whip. I don't really have a use for that anymore. It basically got all the use it was ever gonna get in the battle with Brock. Caterpie, that'll be easy pickings for Spike. Use a Peck. That should be 2 more uses, maybe? We'll take it out. I think. Yes! There we go. I believe we actually had a speed tie there. Spike grew to level 10. I think I just bumped the mic there. Sorry about that. There's a Metapod. I want to see if Spike can deal very much. Oh yeah, that's a good amount. It might still be able to take it out in 2 hits, even with Harden up? Let's see. Maybe not, because it's going to use another Harden here. Yeah, it's probably going to be 2 more hits. Another Peck. Oh, just barely lived. Alright, now you can faint. There we go. Ooh, 153 experience. Spike is level 11, and it should be high enough leveled that Repel will still work. So let's switch Spike into the front. And since I'm so close to the exit, I'm actually going to go to the Pokemon Center briefly. All right, back in Mount Moon, and got interrupted by this wild Geodude, decided to catch it just for the collection. It can sit in the party for now. And yes, I did forget to use another Repel. I'm getting low here, only have 1 more after this. We're actually going to go down this ladder here, because this is not the required path through Mount Moon, but there will be a few little secrets down this way. Let's see, do any of these rocks have hidden items? I don't know that they do. Ah! We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. Yes, so we've run into a member of Team Rocket, who we heard about last time. Team Rocket Grunt wants to battle, he's got a Sandshrew. Probably not the best idea to keep Spike in. Let's switch over to Mustafar, who can deal a lot more damage. Defense Curl's not going to matter because I'm just going to use Ember. And we got a crit! Nice! Crit one-shot. I don't think that would have one-shot otherwise. Rattata. We can give Spike a chance against this. Let's see. Hoping my Poison Point activates. Nope. Ooh, it's using Tail Whip. Probably do more damage next turn. Tackle. Okay, we're fine, but I think another hit will down Spike, so I'm gonna switch over to Blitz here. And Quick Attack should be enough. There we go. Spike grew to level 12 and learned Double Kick. Double Kick is a 30 power fighting type move that hits twice. So, in actuality, it deals 60. It has 60 power. God, if I can speak. But yeah, that'll be a decently useful move coming up. This Zubat is no problem for Blitz here, just Thunder Shock and it goes down. I blew it. You sure did, buddy. What are your other Team Rocket members gonna say when they hear that you've lost to a 10-year-old, huh? Yeah, if you didn't know, the protagonist in this Pokemon game is 10 years old. Which is really odd considering he's just going out into the world on his own. Do any of these rocks have hidden items? I don't believe they do. But there is a regular item over here. A star piece! The only purpose, I think, for that in this game is just to be sold to a Pokemart. And it can get you quite the pretty penny. So I will be selling that as soon as I get to the next town. Let's see. Yes, I still want Spike in the front here. I'm surprised there's no hidden items here. I thought there would be. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. We've already been down there, so let's head up this way. Does this set of rocks here have anything? What does this guy say? Hi, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock of Pewter Gym lends me a hand. Well, that's nice of him. Yeah, none of these rocks have hidden items. And there goes my last repel. Oh boy. Okay, and I don't feel like going all the way back to Pewter City to grab repels, so we're just gonna have to deal with some wild Pokemon going forward. Miriam, she has an Oddish. Grass Poison type. Spike, we'll just have you use Peck here. No Sweet Scent. I believe that lowers my evasiveness. Yes. Be careful of Pokemon with Sweet Scent because they will take advantage of that to use moves like Sleep Powder, which will put you to sleep, or Poison Powder, or even Stun Spore, which paralyzes you. Those moves all have lower accuracy, so having Sweet Scent on a Pokemon like that is a good way of, you know, better ensuring that a move like that actually hits. But Oddish was no problem for Spike, and now we have a Bellsprout, also a Grass Poison type. Just with a different moveset, using Growth here to raise its special attack. But that's probably not going to matter too much, because Poison resists Grass. Did not do very much damage. And down goes the Bellsprout. 198 experience, nice. Oh, I lost it. Let's... Oh! A Clefairy. This is not the Pokemon I wanted to find later in Mount Moon, but it is very rare, so I might as well catch it now while I have the chance. In select areas in the game, there will be some Pokemon that are very rare, like Clefairy here. It has only a 1% chance of being encountered. So I got very lucky here, not having to run into too many Pokemon before finding it. But it'll just be a part of the collection. And as you can see there, it has the ability Cute Charm, which can sometimes cause opponents' moves that make contact with it to induce infatuation in the opponent, which will basically make them in love, but only if they're the opposite gender. That will sometimes cause them to just not attack, similar to Paralysis in that way, but without the speed nerf. I've paralyzed this Clefairy, so that should make it a little easier to catch. Perhaps? No, it busted out. Let's go back to Spike. If I can get, use more Pecks on it. I don't want to use Double Kick because fighting is super effective on a normal type like Clefairy. So I definitely do not want to risk KOing it. But that should be enough damage. I don't want to use another peck because I believe it would faint to a crit. Let's try this Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. Only took 2 balls. Although, it might have only taken 1 if I had weakened it more. But you'll just be a part of the collection. Anyway, let's heal up Spike. And it's almost a full HP. Let's see. I think that is probably a good place to stop for now. So, on the next episode of Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to continue our way through Mount Moon and hopefully find that Pokemon I'm looking for. See you guys then.